Okay, so we have a few more days that I'm going to do with the foundation work, and then we're really going to get into health. We're going to get into finances. People have been writing me about finances, so we're really going to spend a lot of time showing you how to transform your finances and your relationships. Today I want to talk about self-talk, the words that we use to explain things to ourselves, because that is so important. Let me give you an idea, an example of what I'm talking about. Let's take a little girl. She's a baby. She's maybe 2 years old. And her father spends a lot of time at work. And the father generally doesn't have time to play and make much of her. Chances are the self-talk that she's going to have, she's going to interpret that as, my daddy doesn't like me, or daddy doesn't love me. And as the father spends more and more time at work and ignores her more, she's going to start thinking, not only my daddy doesn't love me, but I'm not worthy of love. And that one self-talk would take her all the way into the future and disrupt her life for 30, 40, 50, 60 years, sometimes even the entire lifetime. So we have to pay attention to our self-talk, and we have to put things in perspective, because a lot of times it's not as serious as our ego like to make it out to be. One example, a young lady, she was in school, college, this is before they had internet, and you usually would write home when you're in college. So she's in college, and her parents haven't heard from her in months. So she wrote a letter, and the father opened the letter and it says, Dad, before you read any further, please sit down. I would like to explain to you that the reason that I haven't written in so long is because my dorm caught on fire. I was in there sleeping and the dorm caught on fire, but fortunately a young man that worked at the gas station saw the smoke and he called the fire department. But before they got there, he came and rescued me and pulled me out of the burning building, and right now we're madly in love. As a matter of fact, I'm flying off to Africa to meet his father, which is a very successful goat herder in Africa, and we're going to get married, and I'm pregnant with his child, and you're having a grandbaby on the way, and I just want you to know things are going good. Yes, I've dropped out of school, but that's not really important. I'm on my way to Africa to meet his grandfather, and when we're back, you'll meet to meet his father rather, and when we're back, you'll meet your new grandbaby, and you'll meet my husband. Okay, Dad, all of what I said wasn't true. There wasn't any fire, didn't meet anyone, I'm not going to Africa, I'm still in school. I'm just writing to let you know that I failed chemistry, but I wanted to put it in perspective to let you see that in the big scheme of things, me failing chemistry is not really important. So it's all about perspective, and I think that young lady put the situation, her situation, in perspective very well. But a lot of times we get in a situation and we think, oh my God, this is the end of the world, and we blow it out of perspective, we blow it out of proportion. So regardless of what's going on in your life, before you start making irrational interpretations, you want to ask yourself, what's the lesson? Because that's an empowering question. And when you ask yourself, what's the lesson, as opposed to why is this happening to me? Because why is this happening to me is a question that a victim asks, and you don't want to be a victim. So you want to ask empowering questions. What's the lesson here? What is life trying to teach me? What is it that I need to learn? And as you pay attention to that, life begins to unravel and reveals itself to you. So pay attention to the self-talk. Make sure the self-talk, everything that you're saying to yourself, is reinforcing the idea of who you wish to become. Never use self-talk that's negative. Never interpret things to yourself to say, oh, this person doesn't love me or that person doesn't love me. It's just, it is what it is. Things are not what they seem. They are what they are. And a lot of times we allow the ego to interpret it how we want to see it. And that, my friend, never serves us. So tomorrow we'll talk again.